Come here, baby girl. Are we live?
It says
Are
we're
we
live.
live?
Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God, that's so much better. Why do you keep your screen so dark?
Baby, it auto adjusts. I have no
Really?
control over it. Yeah, it's an auto.
Mine doesn't do that.
What do you call it? It's a power save thing. It's built
Oh.
into these new fandangle machines.
Well, hi, my
Hey
love.
Tina, what's up? Ding ding,
Hi.
round two.
Ding,
Yes.
ding,
Hey Robin.
and
Hey
ding.
Metaphor. How are you, beautiful?
Or ding ding round three, depending on where you've been. If you've been with us today, guys. Today's an exciting day. Like
wow.
our minds are a little blown. They're a lot blown. They're kind of like blowing off of our heads. Like our heads are like blowing off of our.
I'm sure you can see part of that. Hey Denise. Hey Judith. Hey Beverly.
Hello everyone, and thank you guys for joining this podcast. It's again another special podcast. Special. Very special.
I'm gonna tell you what's special right now is this
This
little
girl.
chirping lover boo right here.
Our Friday.
Baby girl.
Our Friday
She's
girl
never
is...
a lab cat. She loves kitty back rides. We call them kitty back rides. Baby girl. Come here. She loves to crawl up on her back.
She lays on my chest sometimes on the couch or on the bed.
Sometimes, yeah. But she's not like when you're sitting up, she's not usually, although there have been a few rare occasions where.
But
here,
when she's in the loving mood, she just
here,
purrs and rubs and purrs
girl.
and rubs. And every time we're here,
You wanna give
she
him
loves our
some chips?
podcast. It's like she's our podcast mascot, I think. Let's call it that.
Come
Let's
on.
call her our
Oh,
podcast
Angel.
mascot. Oh my goodness.
Angel.
Oh my goodness.
Come
So
here.
welcome everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. We have a very exciting podcast and we're just going to go ahead and Beverly, you can ask one question. Absolutely.
Please.
Before we get started. So ask quickly because we're going to hit that. We're going to hit that button. We're going to record a podcast and we're going to talk everything CATification today.
There you are.
Which we're
Come here.
oh
Come
my,
here,
look
my
at that
baby
silky
girl.
love.
Hi, my silky
Oh.
sweet princess.
Oh my goodness.
I love you so much.
Oh, her
Oh.
face, her lips,
you
her
hear?
love. I just can't.
Oh.
So the question is, will he be okay?
Well, who'll be okay? What happened? Wait, I
Oh,
think
wait.
we missed it.
My cat swallowed a small ribbon of a toy. He seems fine, but I'm worried.
Okay,
Okay,
watch
so
for the
really-
ribbon.
Yeah,
This little
really
one.
depends on the size of the ribbon. If we're talking a long ribbon, we want to call the vet. If it is a small one, this one used to eat pieces of our shoestring, like tear it off and eat
It's
it.
always a cause for concern. So
Yeah.
so cats, here's the beautiful thing.
Use a little bit of
It's like
coconut
you have
oil
to-
if it's small.
You have to wait and see. But
Mhm.
cats usually poop at least once, usually once every 24 hours. So watch that litter box, girl. This is why I'm cat shit crazy. So this one has especially made me that way. And I make sure that I find whatever it was that I was worried she ate in her little poopsies.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10,
Check the
I
poop.
do.
Check the poop.
Check
All
the
right,
poop,
guys,
girl.
we are going to record this podcast.
Hi,
It's going to be a
Debbie.
fun one. Let's do it.
6 inches about. Watch for it.
I don't know what
If
just
you don't
happened.
see it come out in about 24 hours, you may want to,
6 inches.
get
That's
her
long.
scheduled. That's this.
Oh,
That's this.
okay.
So we want to keep an
Yeah,
eye on
it
that.
can be dangerous. It can also
But
not
you want to
be,
keep
but
an eye
let's-
on. You want to keep an eye on her eating. Make sure that she's still eating well, like she's feeling okay, and you want to see that come out. So it's like Christmas when you see that in the
Mhm.
poop.
Yep.
It's like,
And
oh my God, it's so pretty.
a little bit of coconut oil helps kind of move
Yeah.
things through a little
That's a
quicker
great
too.
idea.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. What? Why is your
Okay.
tail all wet?
Here
Did
we
you
go.
put it in my drink?
Welcome to episode number 0082 of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Today is all about
CATification.
CATification, guys.
Oh.
We just had an amazing interview with none other than Kate Benjamin of House Panther, the extraordinaire, the leading designer when it comes to catifying your home. And we'll get to the explanation of catifying or CATification or all of this in just a moment. If you're like, what the hell is that? Like I would have been about 4 years ago. Like,
Oh, exactly.
What
Yeah.
is that?
We stop at getting a cat treat. That's about as catified as we're gonna get.
Yeah, but we'll explain a little bit more as to what CATification is. But we just had an amazing interview and session, if you will,
It was a session.
with Kate Benjamin. And what
It's on our Facebook page. You can go back and watch it. I can't tell you. This is probably one of the biggest responses we've ever gotten from
Mhm.
doing an interview. We are getting texts, we
forgot
are
to
getting
text her and tell
DMs,
her
we are
that.
getting so much amazing feedback. It was such an incredible thing because not only did she give us ideas on catification, she gave us ideas for small spaces, she gave us ideas for DIY, she gave us ideas for
Doing it on a
massive, mega catification, and in a way that is amazing and enriching for our cats and completely stylish
For
and doable
humans.
for humans.
So what Adrian's talking about, for those of you guys listening and don't know what catification is.
Sorry, I just dove right in.
Yeah, so she is a co-author with Jackson Galaxy of the book Catification and the book Catify to Satisfy. And this is their word. This is the word that I believe they came up with. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it's trademarked. They have that word. But what it means is creating your space to satisfy your cat, right? So catify. But in that, what Kate Benjamin does specifically is what Adrian just said, which is creating that space to fulfill the purpose of your cat's needs, but also fulfill the purpose for you as a human. So she is a designer who makes
very talented designer.
I think that's even an understatement. A very talented designer. She's like extraordinaire designer. Like,
she was talking about how she's always thought in 3D.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating.
I feel like that is like a special gift.
It is a gift. That's something that
because it's hard to picture what something would look like, and she's able to think in 3D. It was amazing. If you were on our live, you got to see like the rendering, the graphic or whatever that
what
she
she
made.
did was she designed our home. So she designed our home, meaning she designed a catification in one of our main rooms. And we are so excited to put this design together. But it's just amazing. Amazing.
It's incredible. I want to recap really quickly though. I really loved how she broke down the basics of catification. And so Kate Benjamin was talking about, we started off talking about what is the importance, why is it important to catify? And Kate said, our cats are obviously, they're little predators, but they're also prey. So we need to look at that, the fight or flight instinct that comes with being a little predator or being prey.
Right.
And how they need places to be, they need places to perch. So we talk about vertical space. They need places to be up high and kind of survey their area. And that helps them feel safe, right? It helps them know where their food is at. It kind of,
studies show that it reduces their stress.
Yes.
So, and stress is one of the leading causes of disease in cats and in humans.
Huge.
And so, keeping our cat stress levels low is going to help a massive amount of issues that you may deal with in your home, especially with multi-pet households, right? Cats that are peeing outside the box, cats that are, pooping outside the box, cats that are aggressive, cats that hide, all the stuff and things that most of us have dealt with at some point. Vertical space alone helps that tremendously.
Right. And Kate said, right, so you've got the three things. You've got fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
And she said that vertical space is so important because it lets them know what they're going to eat looking down, lets them know where their food is at or whatever. But it also lets them kind of feel protected from what could eat them. I mean, we can't, just because we domesticate our cats and give them beautiful things, doesn't mean that instinct that they have, that they could be prey, that they feel vulnerable at times, that certain things make them feel more vulnerable. That doesn't go away. It's part of their wild instinct.
Yeah.
So that the ability to flee, she said, most cats, if given the choice, will flee. They will not fight. They will flee. So you think about, Jackson Galaxy always talks about those lanes of traffic. If all they have is the floor and they're feeling cornered, then that can be a very scary place for them. That vertical space gives them area to go. The hidey places, the places to freeze, I guess.
To feel a little
protected.
Yeah. Especially if they want to, relax for a little bit, but they still want to be up high because, high anxiety cats especially are
can feel more comfortable.
They don't always rest well. So they want to be able to feel enclosed. They want to feel like they're in a safe space, but they also want to be able to be up high and away from possible predators, right? So if you have like dogs and other traffic, you have other dogs in the home or other cats in the home, kids in the home, like sometimes or very high strung humans. Like sometimes the cats are like, "Woo," some cats are just like, "Oh, I need to get away from that."
Get up and away.
Yeah. And so giving them space up high can really help reduce a lot of issues in your home, and definitely the stress in your cats.
Right. So Kate was talking about that vertical space being so important, talking about the hidey places being so important, and then talking about scratching. And this is something, behavior. She's not a behavioralist, but it really did help. I think everyone to understand cats have certain needs. One of them is scratching, not just to visually leave their mark, but to leave their scent and also to exercise and stretch.
It reduces stress. It strengthens their muscles. It sharpens their claws. It does so many things. It helps the sheath get off there because they shed their nails. So scratching helps that sheath break away faster instead of them having to like chew on it to try to get it off. Scratching, good sturdy scratching posts help that. Scratching is not just something that like cats do as asshole moves to ruin your furniture, like
to your couch.
No, I'm so surprised that there are still people that believe that
my cats
just do that because they just want, they just want to
clawing all over my crap.
They just want to be mean or
so important though.
It's not sure.
It's taking that time to think about what are my cat's needs as this little predator/prey. They need places, they need lanes of traffic that make them feel safe. They need places to hide. They need places to scratch. And when we don't provide that for them in ways that are enriching for them and stylish for us, they find other ways to get that behavior out. They cannot not be cats. So I think that that's so important for us to understand because it helps, as Jay said, it helps reduce stress in general, giving them a bit of their own element. But it also helps reduce unwanted behaviors because sometimes in litter boxes is a whole new issue, although she did touch on that a little bit. The food, the water, the litter, those are resources to cats. Kate was saying they need to know that their resources are not jeopardized. So when we put them in situations where their litter boxes in a laundry room where
you're running the dryer,
they're going to feel very vulnerable. Yeah. They don't have any other place to go. They might go pee on your bed or whatever. All of these different reasons, but satisfying some of those basic needs that our cats have enriches their environment. It helps reduce any unwanted behavior, helps them exercise, and it does it in a way that is enriching for their lives and stylish for ours.
Yes.
I wish we could show everybody right now.
Yeah. The cool thing is it's 100% possible. And this is really hard for me to get. I'm not a designer. What's the word? You're
very picky about your interior decorations.
Correct. Decorator, right? So I like to decorate things. I like things to be symmetrical in our home. I like things to be,
organized.
Uncluttered. Yes. Uncluttered. Obviously, over the years you collect a lot of stuff. Things are getting real cluttered, in our home. But I still like things to be more neat and tidy, and we like to entertain, right? So bringing people into the home
when there's not COVID.
When there's not COVID, we like to bring people over. We like to entertain, cook for them, have fun. One of the main reasons we bought the house that we did is because we like to do this, and we have the space for it now. So when Adrian said last year or at the beginning of, I think it was 2020, wasn't it? I
can't remember now. It feels like a while ago.
I can't remember if it was 2019 or 2020, but or the beginning of 2020. But Adrian said we need to build a catwalk, and this was because no, I think it was 2020 because I think we were building it while the littles were in here. Right.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, though.
We have we have a foyer area upstairs. So we've got this like winding staircase, and then we've got this foyer area, and it's got a banister up top.
The railing. So the upstairs is exposed to the downstairs.
Yeah.
You put that railing up that goes around that loft area upstairs, and it's about a 14 foot drop.
And our cats like to climb on that railing. So if they fall,
this is how wide the railing is.
Yeah, it's which YouTubers can see, but the podcasters can. So it's about
2 inches wide.
Yeah, maybe 3 inches wide. So a cat could easily fall off of that if they are not
agile,
right? Which most cats are. Most cats are.
but we've had some very close calls.
Zorro, first time he got up there and tried to turn around, he almost fell. Luckily, I was below, so I was like going to grab him. I watched it happen. He grabbed himself, he pulled himself back up, he got down, and he's never been up there again. So some cats are very smart and they know their limits. Other cats might just fall.
And cats can fall, even though they have that righting instinct. Their tail is amazing. Cats always land on their feet, yada yada. There are a lot of injuries that happen.
They're still cats can still fall. So Adrian was like, we have to build this catwalk, and I say we build it all the way across and all the way around our entire great room. And I was like, no, that is going to be
we're not turning this into a cat house.
I never wanted our house to be a cat house. Like, I love our cats. I want our cats to have all the stuff and things, but building something that seems permanent around the entire house was a bit too much, right? So we started going back and forth with our great friend Lubo, who is also our builder. We call him. He's our best friend, and he is
a talented carpenter. Let's say that
he's a very talented carpenter. So the three of us were going back and forth, and it was actually him that was like the middle piece. He's like, okay, look, Adrian wants this. You see the benefit in it, but you don't want it because it's going to be aesthetically unappealing. So how about we figure out how to make this and also make it aesthetically appealing? And I was like, okay, now we're talking. Now maybe I can do aesthetically appealing. So I got to pick the colors. I got to pick the stuff and things. He designed these beautiful brackets that just fell in line with kind of my decor, whatever. And we built it, and I'm very, very excited that we did. It's a very nice, big, what do they call it?
They call it a cat super highway.
Super highway is what they call it. So that's basically what that is. Our cats use it all the time. They lounge on it. They run over it. They are always, always on it. It's great. It's fantastic. But we also have a living room that has our couch and our television in it, and it is turned into the cat room, because that's where, when the cats aren't running around their catwalk, that's where that's where our cats like to hang out. We have their cat trees in there, which are very old and very hard to clean, covered in carpet, and then their beds, and then their toy box, and it kind of gets pretty cluttered in there. And we have this one wall that Adrian was like, I want to catify that too. I want to catify this room, because it's where some of our Pooh Bear, our older guy, that he's only 11. He's not too old, but he is overweight. He's a bigger boy, and he doesn't utilize the superhighway. So Adrian specifically really wanted something so we got this, but it didn't work for Pooh Bear, so let's do it in another room. And I was like, okay, let's wait, let's see. Then we met Kate, and Kate offered to do this design for us, and knowing that I don't have to try
awesome live demonstration. I think it's just so inspiring.
Oh, guys, if you haven't watched that you have to go back to our Facebook page, the Two Crazy Cat Ladies, TWO Crazy Cat Ladies. Go back and watch that with Kate Benjamin. You can just do a search probably on it, and you have to see that design reveal. It was at like 35 minutes is when we first saw it, and it was amazing. We talked about CATification prior to that, which is a lot that we want to talk to you guys about too, but it is absolutely amazing. And now not only are we catifying the space, but we're getting rid of the clutter, which is, to me, so perfect, because it's the happy medium. I'm the Libra, I'm the balance, and it's the happy medium of, okay, we can get rid of this, all the stuff on the ground, all the stuff and things that are cluttering up the space. It makes me not want to go into the living room and lay down and watch a movie with the cats, because it just feels so like this is going to now open it up a bit, and we're it's going to be fantastic.
It's really incredible. The design is brilliant. I think it's going to be extra awesome for our Pooh Bear, who will sometimes get on the top ledge by the railing, but he doesn't utilize
the rest of the super
the
highway.
rest of the super highway. He doesn't utilize the stairs, and it seems like he has a certain height that he likes, that he prefers to be at. So this has this awesome like floating ramp shelf up to a lower super highway kind of area. The design is just incredible, and I'm so excited to see what he does with it, especially since we're trying to work with him to be a little more active. Oh my goodness, Friday, why are you so precious?
She's so
We're trying to work with him to be a little more active, and I really feel like this is something that is going to just tickle his fancy.
Oh, I think so too. I think so. I know so, actually.
And the other babies, of course, are gonna love it.
We have the most spoiledest babies on the planet, I think.
I don't know about the most spoiledest.
They're so spoiled.
Friday, do you think you're spoiledest?
Are you spoiledest?
Are you spoiledest, my angel princess?
But I think that, I think that this is an important thing. And what's exciting about this, this interview that we did with Kate Benjamin is that it was so inspiring to so many others. And we've only been off of that for like an hour or so.
Oh my gosh.
And we've had so much feedback already, of people saying that they're so excited and they are inspired, and that they're going to be implementing things into their home to really help catify it. And you think about how that is going to help so many cats, because and how it really, really does. Up until the past few years, I personally only thought like, okay, cats need vertical space, so that means buy a cat tree. I haven't really thought about how our cats need more than a cat tree, and how that vertical space isn't necessarily high enough, which is why they're walking on the railing.
Well, and it's just the platform too.
Yeah.
Like this is a game changer. Look at this excited tail. I wish those in the podcast could see Friday being very excited about this.
She's very excited about the CATification.
Oh, and I love how many ideas she gave. I mean, like Jay just said, we've only been off of the interview now for just over an hour, and I feel, or more than that, I think. But not that much time, and we are getting such crazy feedback because she shared so many ideas about how, the first part of CATification is to really look at what you already have, what's possible with what you already have, and ways that you can be creative in that way.
Yeah, she mentioned how, like, if you have, the on your kitchen shelves, right above your kitchen cabinets, there's always a space. If you guys have cats, they usually like to get up there. Pot shelves.
Never knew that.
I don't know, but you have there's almost always a space up there. Lindsay has a space that when we first saw her apartment or her condo, I was like, I want the cats to get up there. Like there's a space above the closets in the extra rooms. Like space, there's all kinds of vertical space might already be available in your home, and all you have to do is make a way for your cats to get there. Maybe that means, like Kate said, moving your cat tree closer, or maybe making a couple shelves up to that area so your cat has more vertical space to climb around on and feel more comfortable and less stressed on. There are there's tons of, if you have she mentioned some even prices of like as low as $2.49 to buy a shelf that would be sturdy enough to to put and create that extra space. If you live in a small
IKEA.
Yeah. IKEA really has amazing stuff.
Things.
Yeah. You can there's just so much that if you really think about it, and this is why you want to go back and watch that live, because it will inspire you more than us talking about it. But really, when you think about like the spaces in your home that your cat might benefit from being able to be up high, and if you can just create a place for them a way for them to get to those areas safely, right? Then that alone can stop aggression, can stop behavioral issues, can really stop the stress and fear in your cats. So it's so important. And I'm the first to admit that I was wrong. Whoa. when I was like, no, we're not catifying our home. I'm not going to be that crazy cat lady. I don't want to. Now I want to be I want to be loud and proud about it, because it's like anybody that comes into our house is going to say, I wish I were your cat.
I wish I was your cat.
I wish I were your cat. Because this is awesome.
I think too, the most meaningful or biggest part of this to me is what she does helps people recognize that their cats have certain needs, right? I think there's always going to be that cat that they could care less if they had all they want to do is lay on your lap and give you lovin's or whatever. But then we do behavioral issues, and the number one reason that cats are returned to shelters, which makes it the number one reason that they are euthanized. When we can start looking at the fact that our cats, these little predators that are also prey, have instinctual needs, and we can look at ways to fulfill those needs in ways that are healthy and enriching for them, and not, as Jay was worried about, not overwhelming or weird or unacceptable to us, it makes for a much happier home, a much happier, healthier cat, when we can recognize that we are working towards fulfilling their needs in a way that
also fulfills ours. I mean, literally, guys, this one main wall that she catified our entire
she did the whole room. We thought it was just going to be we thought it was going to be one wall.
But I was secretly hoping that she would get that corner, but then she got the whole thing. Like she symmetrically put it together, which I am like, I'm creaming over. I'm so excited about.
That's unnecessary, but true.
I'm sorry. But I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh no.
She did the whole room. Sorry.
Yeah. What did you say right before that?
Fulfilling their needs.
While fulfilling yours.
She did it symmetrically.
She got the whole room. We're just going to go back over our entire thought process. I don't know. But what I'm excited about is that it is going to be, I feel like I'm going to want to hang out in the living room more. Just to watch our cats be satisfied.
We've always called it the den, or we've always called it the
I've never called it the
room.
den.
I call it the den. But what she just did literally turns it into our family room, because this is going to be a place that maybe Jay will hang out in more, which she rarely does, although we did hang out there on
2 nights this week.
2 nights this week, yeah, which was great. And our babies get so excited about it because they're like, oh my goodness, some couch time. What? Everyone comes in there. She really turned it into our family room.
Yeah.
And it's going to be really exciting to see how much more we utilize it, how much they enjoy it.
Oh my God. And the pictures, can you imagine the pictures we're going to have?
Oh my goodness. You know, the babies?
Yeah. Yes. On there. Oh my God. It's going to be so great.
It's going to be incredible. And I really think, to me, the biggest piece of this, why I'm so excited, is because I really feel like Pooh Bear is going to utilize this. It's difficult with Pooh Bear to find ways to better enrich his life, and he has some of his own what's the word?
He's more of a hands-on, right? Like he likes to be brushed, and he likes to have a certain amount of, he has a big bubble space, but he likes to have a certain amount of love. And then he likes to, when we're on the couch, for instance, I'm on one side of the couch, she's on the other. It's a very big couch, by the way. He sits right smack in the middle. He's like, he'll come over to her a little bit. He'll come over to me a little bit. Then he lays down in the middle, and he's like right in between us. And that's where he feels comfortable. And that's cool. But he needs to move around more, and we can get him moving around a certain amount. We can get him moving around sometimes with toys. We can get him moving around with like crying for him. We can get him moving around by moving like his food around. But
I think this is going to get him moving around in a way that's comfortable for him
when we're working during the day and we can't.
For him.
Yeah, I think he's going to actually move on his own, like move around.
I think he's going to love those scratchers. I think he is going to be. I'm very excited. We're going to keep you guys posted, obviously, every step of the way. Jay wants to get this built before Super Zoo, which is in
2 weeks.
2 weeks, so that could be a little ambitious.
Not sure that's going to happen.
But we're obviously going to keep you guys posted every step of the way, and I'm very excited to see how Pooh Bear acclimates to his new room.
Yeah,
and that's his most favorite room. That is where you will always find him, which is why it's always been
her idea
exciting for me to think about trying to make it a little more interactive for him. And I obviously I think all the babies are going to love it, but I think this is going to be extra special for him.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So guys, I really think like I want you guys to think, I want you to go back and watch that live so you can see all the demonstrations. She shared her screen. She showed you our home, even our decor.
Yeah.
I was a little like, oh, okay, everybody's looking at our home now. But still, I mean, we
God
show you
bless
our
her. I
home
think
every
she-
day, all the time on our story. So it's not a big deal. But she showed you guys the wall as it
And
is now, and explained it all, and then shows you the design, and it will give you so many
It's
ideas.
inspiring.
And there's so much that you can do again on a budget. There's so much you can do with a smaller space. There's so much you can do with just buying a few pieces online if that's easier, and putting it up in an area that works for you and your cats.
And Kate was also really House Panther, you guys. Yeah, if you guys are wondering, if you want to go look at some of this stuff, it's housepanther.com, HAUS panther.com. So the German spelling, housepanther.com. What I really love too is that she walked us through what to look for in CATification things, you know, ways that were, because we want that piece to, like with cat trees. I'm getting sidetracked, but like with cat trees, it's like once they rip up the carpet and rip off the sisal or whatever, it's basically done. And then how do you put it out on bulk day, whatever? You want the piece, whatever it is that you're catifying your home with, to last
sturdy.
a long time.
Yeah.
And whether it's carpet or whether it's is it sisal rope, whatever the rope is, the scratchers
or the toys that hang off of it.
right,
Like you want something that's
replaceable.
replaceable, but the piece itself, you don't have to continue to replace all the time,
Right.
you know,
So-
because it'll add up over time.
Right. So she really gives a lot of good direction. And on her blog at housepanther.com, she really does a great job of, you can go down the rabbit hole with her blog and just learn so much about ways to codify, what to look for. Really, she's an amazing, inspiring woman, but also an amazing, incredible resource for all of us. So
Yes.
go check it out.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap up episode number 0082 of Back in the Closet. I'm going to go make some Indian food. And we'll be live tonight, per usual, Sunday night at 6 p.m.
o'clock.
Pacific time, again on Facebook for Cat Tip Review. We love you guys so much, and thank you for joining.
Happy Sunday.
We hope you guys have an amazing day.
We'll see you soon. Give boobs to your babies. Be blessed, y'all.
Bye, guys.